I think what this coaching brought to my experience is some attention and care for us as the caregivers. And that was really nourishing in sort of a implicit way that I don't think I would have put together until several months into it. What a fortunate experience to have. We started when he was maybe 3 or 4 weeks old is when we started. So right out of the guns. It has given me so much confidence, the way it has empowered me to be able to make choices from not always a place of fear. Having a baby, being a first-time parent, the intersection of that is can be quite explosive. Trying to get a doctor to think about Carlo or us holistically as a family and not just his milestones or whatever. That was very grounding. In turn, made me feel more confident, I think, as a new mother.
It's very reassuring to have a pediatrician on call, a weekly check-in. This feels a little bit like having water wings for what is a very kind of unsettling, stormy, deep water that you're chucked into.
I would say sleep was the recurring thing.
We've just tortured Jeff with sleep stuff every week when we think we're done with it. We're not. There were some times when he wasn't gaining weight as much as it seemed like he should be, and so we dealt with some feeding issues.
It's definitely a coming together of both his scientific background and training with this sort of personal, holistic approach that takes into account both the science of medicine and then the human side of the psychology of being a person, and then bringing those two things together. I definitely recommend coaching with Jeff and beyond.
Yeah, I would 1,000,000% recommend it. Specifically with Jeff, he's just a pleasure to hang out with every week. Even if he was just blowing smoke up our ass, but he's fun, he's warm, he's smart, and that interpersonal attunement makes a real difference, because I think, this is, it's vulnerable territory. It feels really connecting, an anchor of stability within so much that's unpredictable. A nice thing to have in this first year phase where it's unclear what your brain and your body's doing.